All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, it's been a minute here since I actually dropped a video. My last video, of course, was the reaction to Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Now, for those of you who actually watched that video, you guys know that I thought Dmitry Bivol should have got his hands raised in the fight. And I still do believe that. I still believe that. I had it 8 rounds to 4. But despite that, I do want to congratulate Artur Beterbiev once again. I like him as a fighter. I think he's a phenomenal athlete, and I got nothing, but love for Artur Beterbiev. And he made history, of course. He became the first undisputed lightweight champion in 25 years. The last person to do it was Roy Jones Jr. So that's a hell of an accomplishment. So I do want to take my hat off to him for accomplishing that. And the sky's the limit for him right now. Now, whether or not they'll run it back is possible. I think it may happen because, it was a very competitive matchup, very entertaining. And it's kind of split down the middle of people thinking Bivol won and people thinking Artur won. So, yeah, I would entertain that again. I would definitely tune in to a second fight. And I think it'll be even bigger the second time. But anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was what Chris Algieri had to say about Artur Beterbiev basically being an easier fight for Canelo Alvarez than Dmitry Bivol. And honestly, looking at the fight with Beterbiev and Bivol, I would have to agree with that. I think the problem with Bivol for Canelo was the educated feet. You guys know Canelo Alvarez has always had problems with movers. Bivol has the educated feet. He has a very educated jab. He knows how to master distance very well. He doesn't stay in the ropes, and that gave Canelo Alvarez a lot of problems. Now, Beterbiev, he's a different type of fighter. He's a technically sound fighter, but he doesn't have the footwork of a Dmitry Bivol, and I think he would be a little bit more tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. And I think both of those guys having punching power, it would be a slugfest in my opinion. I think that the pluses for Canelo would play in the fact that I think he's a excellent counterpuncher, and he's more experienced, even though he's only fought at 175 a couple of times, just experience in general. And I think, he has I would say he has, the tougher chin of the two, in my opinion, because we know Canelo's never been down before. Beterbiev's been down a couple of times. So I think it could play in Canelo Alvarez's favor. And, Canelo Alvarez is a wicked body puncher as well. Both of the guys punch, hard to the body. But we know Canelo is, famous for that wicked left hook to the body. So, yeah, I think he would have an easier time in a fight with Beterbiev than he would with Bivol. And I think that's a fight he could actually win. Now, I heard Beterbiev say he's not really entertaining that fight because Canelo doesn't really have anything to offer. We haven't heard Canelo say anything about fighting Artur Beterbiev as of late. But yeah, I would entertain that fight. I think that would be an excellent fight at 175. Now, we know we got the Terrence Bud Crawford equation. Whether or not Canelo's going to do that, we're kind of waiting on that. I'm sure we're probably going to get Beterbiev Bivol 2. And then there's the David Benavidez situation where David Benavidez, of course, is the WBC mandatory challenger to Artur Beterbiev. And I know he's looking for that fight because, he wants to be undisputed. He couldn't get a shot at undisputed at 168 because Canelo wouldn't entertain it. Here's his opportunity of a lifetime. So I'm sure he's, wanting that fight. So we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, I have to agree with Chris Algieri on this one. I think that Beterbiev would be he would have a better chance at beating Beterbiev than he would in a Bivol fight, a second Bivol fight. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about that fight. If it was to happen, Canelo Beterbiev, who wins that fight? Is there a knockout? Is that a fight that you would entertain? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.